Yo, what is it happening out there, Banter fam? I see I have a slight glitch over here. What's happening? What we're currently getting is a golden cross on Bitcoin. We are now starting to get a slight little push up in the RSI, showing that Bitcoin is oversold right now on the daily. And now all of a sudden, not only is there a golden cross, are we starting to print a good green daily candle on the higher time frames and the RSI crossing to the top. And will this be the time where Bitcoin decides to slowly make its way up to the areas of 24, 25,000. We don't need Bitcoin to do too much. Just go up slowly, because the more slow you go up, the more the money starts to feed and continues to feed to the actual altcoins. And you can see that the dominance again is starting to print another daily red candle. And if you have a look on the smaller time frames, it is actually starting to break trend to the downside again. So what we can be seeing over here is not only do we have the higher time frame RSI still coming down on the daily, on the Bitcoin dominance, we also can see another strong leg, if not bigger, to the next support area. Things are starting to look good. We're starting to have Bitcoin slow down, go up a little bit. We're starting to have the stock market just slow down. The Dixie, slight little pump right now, but you can see it very clearly that the altcoins are revved up and they're ready to go. In the show, I'm going to speak about all the altcoins that are pumping. We call GRT. You should be flying with that trade at the moment. I see AI has ripped yet again, and we need to pay attention to what is next. What are the next big major altcoins? Guys, I still say that there's a little bit more time left. Another week, 2 weeks until I'm slightly bearish again. I'm bullish right now, and I think there's still money to be made. I'm going to give you guys the best altcoins that I think are next moving. No more wasting time. We have a golden cross on Bitcoin. I have a golden Rolex on my wrist. Let's get into the show, James. Smack that.
Click, click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click, click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click, click, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click, click. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, hope you're having a fantastic day. By the way, it's not my golden Rolex. This is one that you can win. Guys, remember, if you open below in the description, you will find a Bitget and a ByBit link. We've already given away one Rolex. If you open a trade with one of those exchange links, you stand a chance. I'm not a flashy guy. I think it's pretty cool. I'll maybe own one in my lifetime, but I think it's an absolute incredible thing. Incredible watch if you do get it. Remember, guys, if you're brand new, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. You can see right now that the tinglies are driving my brain crazy right now, but the market's looking good. How are we feeling out there, guys? Are we feeling good? How's your day going? Please pop in the comments, smash that like button. Remember, if you do open any of the exchanges that we have below in the description, you can become part of our Discord. In the Discord, we have all of these calls, guys. And every time I do a call and something changes, we update the chart, and you can get the whole timeline of all this as it all plays out beautifully. So it's just a great way for you to keep track of all of the different trades. We have the live trading. I did another private session this morning with the guys that did Sniper School. Now, Sniper School, big one. If you have a look below in the description, we have our next cohort for Sniper School, cohort number 3. We had 2,500 people in the first cohort. We've had close to 3,500 on the current one that we're doing right now. And then we have up to 4,000 for the next one. If you open with the Sniper School link, you open a ByBit account, a Bitget account, and you deposit $250. You then go register for Sniper School and you put in your user ID and you get immediate access to the course and all the live events that you do with me. Now, this $250 is yours. You get to trade with it. It is not for us. It's for you to trade with it and to be part of it. So join up, guys. The spots are filling up really quickly. Let's jump into what is happening at the moment. So Bitcoin, I spoke yesterday about the key areas of support. Right now we are having a little pullback. Well, the last 2-3 days we had a slight pullback from the recent highs of 24,200, and ultimately what we were waiting for is, we know dominance is coming down now, and the fact that dominance is coming down now, we're not expecting Bitcoin to move too much. It was more about where is the support, where's the area that Bitcoin's going to bounce, and we had these few blocks that gave us the indication of that. And then what I said after that, I said put this trend line in play. And whichever block we hit and we break the trend line, that will be the temporary support for now. So these are all the areas that Bitcoin could pull back to at any different point. And ultimately, I've given you the gaps of where I think price will speed up. So for example, if Bitcoin loses 22,400, it can go to 21,300 pretty quick. If it loses there, it can go to 20,500. And if it loses there, it can go down to 18,900. This is just important to have set up where you know where are the critical levels for Bitcoin currently. And then what we started to get this morning was we got a little wick out there last night, 12 hours ago. And now what we're starting to get is Bitcoin starting to break out of that trend. And as soon as we get that little breakout and a little bit of a momentum move from Bitcoin, we start to see how the altcoins start erupting. And if we actually look at the smaller time frames, you can see that we're starting to see some really big percentages coming from altcoins. Look at the last day. This is crazy. We have multiple coins doing double figures. So we can just see very clearly that dominance coming down and Bitcoin going sideways is all we need for altcoins to catch up. Now, we want them to catch up to where Bitcoin's at on the market cheat sheet. After that could still come depression. So once this is hit, I might turn slightly bearish and fight with you guys to say, let's take some profits of all the money that we've made. And then after that, we'll see where that pullback comes and is it still safe. But for now, I'm still seeing this push and catch up from the total 3. Let's quickly go through, before I jump into the altcoins, let's go through the stock markets and what's happening there right now. Because RUNE was saying that Valentine's Day might be a bad day for the market in general, and we'll soon see why, if that's so. But so far, we've gotten a strong push from the DXY. Oh, they're speaking about interest rates. That's exactly why. But we had this resistance break from DXY that sent it up slightly and started to form the crypto market to have a small pullback and the stock market to have a small pullback. But what I am seeing with this is I don't see the immediate push in DXY just yet. I think next week, if the DXY is going to continue, that would sort of be the area of when it will do it. I think for now, it actually comes and retests this little breakout for a little while. And then we could possibly be looking at that point of the next push up in the DXY. But for now, think about it, guys. It's come all the way down from 114. We're now at 103. If this decides to range for a while, it's not really affecting Bitcoin too much. And the time that I would be worried about it is if DXY decides to make its way up to these areas and decides to break 200 moving average and these sort of things. Then we start to worry. But for now, you can see cryptos holding up pretty strong. And we haven't broken any crazy areas with DXY just yet. We actually have that long trend line, and I actually want to have a look to see, is this just a retest of the DXY? Will the DXY actually still have one more leg down? And the best way to do that is to actually take this major trend line. Ooh, interesting. It's on it right now. So we'll soon know how strong this DXY move is in the next 2-3 days. But it's not causing too much chaos just yet. We don't have the stock market pulling back too much at the moment. It does look very confused, if I must be honest. If you look at all these wicks over here, they don't really know what's happening and don't really know the momentum or where this market's going at the moment. So there is quite a bit of confusion. And this is when news again or something will put us in a clear direction. But so far, we're not getting this dropping. And we're still holding the 50-day moving average. We're still holding support. So at least we don't have a really sad stock market at the moment, which is important. We want to know that this altcoin run that's going to happen now and that's currently happening, has longevity. It can actually really make strong progress. Now, let's actually jump into that, and let me give my quick views on Bitcoin, and then after that I'll jump into all the altcoins and the different calls. So for now, Bitcoin has bounced on support. Okay, it's bounced on the support area of the 22,500, and technically we're breaking trend now, and we should start making our way up to the next targets. Now, will Bitcoin break a high? The higher high, maybe slightly, but I do think Bitcoin actually does this. I think it actually just slowly grinds, to be honest, because we don't want Bitcoin to just have this crazy pump at any point, because if it just dominance goes straight up again, and then it becomes a waiting phase for the altcoins. Again, we actually wanted to have this slow, gradual growth. Is sort of what makes sense. I don't know if we're going to break the high just yet. We'll see when we get there. We'll track this momentum up and see if we lose it just before, or we do end up sending a nasty little wick. And we do know how important that wick is for Bitcoin, because if we look at the resistances, you know, we have one more major resistance at the basically the 25K level. And after that, the next resistance is all the way at 28,000. So it's going to be a little bit of fight there. It's definitely going to be a lot of fight. Let's the dominance. Like I said, I see us breaking short-term trend to the downside, and I am seeing another possible leg that takes us down to this area. Will we break that? We will soon find out. But if you like seeing this at the moment, seeing the last week, if you like seeing this, you know, you're going to love this, because this one is slightly bigger than the previous one over there. So dominance right now is just cooling down. It's still strong on the high time frames. We're just getting it on the pullback, which is looking really good. Now let's jump onto a couple shorter time frames on the altcoins. Let's look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is the first one that, for me, it's a safer bet. You know, it's Bitcoin, ETH. These are ones you're accumulating over time. And they're not really crazy movers at the moment. And I don't think they're going to be for a little while. You know, they had their moments for the beginning of the year, but it is forming a bull flag that you can see over here. And I still think Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin. And if it decides to break out of this flag, you know, Bitcoin's already breaking trend. ETH hasn't just yet. I am seeing a strong momentum from ETH. And I'm still seeing ETH make its way to around about 1,800, you know, as the next push up. Let's go through some of these. You know, let me actually give you the coins that I want to give you first. So the first one, Algo, nice. Starting to have that quick shorter term pullback. Guys, Algo at the moment, you can already see this daily candle. It is looking fired up. And I'm telling you that there's only a very limited amount of time that it can still be in the buy zone. Right now, it is approaching the 200-day moving average. And once we get above the 200-day moving average is when I actually see momentum. And I see, bro, can we please put the aircon on? It is like extremely hot in here. Once it's above 200-day moving average is when you actually see the momentum shift. Now, I want to remind you, if you look at this currently, what happened? Long-term trend, right? Something that's come all the way from February, 1 year trend to the downside. Then what was the first step? It broke 50 moving average and it held it. Then it breaks trend line. Then it breaks 200-day moving average. And then the coin starts to really fly, right? Because after that, you got golden crosses, you have FOMO, you have all these things that kick in. Now, let me show you why I like Algo so much. Is because you look at this chart over here, the one that we've all killed it on. What was the first step? And I want to show you again. We had a trend that came from basically 10 months, right, to the downside on GRT. What did it do first? 50 moving average. What did it do second? Trend line. What did it do third? 200-day moving average. When did it explode? Straight after. So what we're looking at is, firstly, Algo great fundamentally, but it is still in this area over here where it's only just done step 2. And step 3 is above 200-day moving average. Now, for me, GRT is getting to TP points. My one TP was at 16 cents, and the next one is at 20 cents. And I'll be saying this, guys, take some damn profits. It may go more, but let's rather move it into ones that are earlier in the cycle, and let's just keep taking profits as we go. But well done. I think we gave these calls, you know, you should be 100% up in the last week, you know, by taking this call. So well done on those who took it. It is too late for that one. But Algo, guys, Algo here only now. If you just cross there, we're on the trend right now, and the break over there. The next one, I do have a few new ones. I know I've been speaking about these. ThorChain. This is the one, guys. This is the one. It's going to do really well. as it stands. And I'm going to focus on giving you guys stop losses and stuff for these two as they start to all wake up now. You can put some stops in, make sure your risk management's in place so you can protect yourself in case Powell comes out and destroys the markets. But this is also something that's been running now for, you know, the last 10 months on the downtrend. We broke 50 moving average a few days back. We've already broken 200-day moving average. We're on it as support right now, and we're on the resistance support as we speak. Then you have two major targets after that. You have the first target at $3.1. Second target is at $3.7. We're at 1.8 right now. So for me, there's not much time. I'm not going to be able to, when it gets anywhere to the higher points here, I'm not going to be able to call any more buys on RUNE. It's going to be gone. So this is one. I'm bringing it up again, Algo and RUNE, because these are the ones that are giving me the same feeling as the GRT and the ones that we've seen recently really move and really pump. Amazing. The next one that I want to speak about, I got so many that I need to show you guys, but I need to. So someone did say it in the chat. The last one over here, I have more, but ZIL, I'm calling it again. ZIL. I said it yesterday. I'm saying it again now. Also running a 10-month trend. Amazing. 50 broke, trend break right on 200-day moving average right now. If Bitcoin decides to start printing 2%, we're finally going to get out of this resistance zone. And the next one is around 50 cents. So you're looking around 60% to the upside for the next resistance on ZIL. So ZIL is another big one that hasn't moved just yet. Now, guys, on a lot of these tokens, as in Optimism, as all of these, I would be taking TPs on the coins that have made you ridiculous amounts of money. Because the risk right now, you're gonna throw it all down the drain if the market pulls back strong at any point. And I'd be moving it to the ones that are looking better. And I would obviously be securing some Bitcoin and some of these things as well to protect yourselves. Definitely. Then, which one did I speak about yesterday as well? Before I jump onto some new tokens, FILE token, 200 right now. FILE token, another big one. I see we had LuxRare. There we go. For those who had Lux, breaking another flag. You're going to see many of these flags. For those who have it, I don't think this was the initial TP. I think we still go between 42 and the 50-cent mark. So you're going to make some good money with Lux. I wouldn't buy right now. I wouldn't buy, but for those who have it, amazing. Illuvium. I'm just updating on these guys because I speak about all of them and I want to make sure you have updates as I'm filtering through all the altcoins. Illuvium also broke and retesting a bull flag right now. This for me still 110 to 120 is TPs, and I would definitely be getting out in those areas. Let's speak about 𝗕𝗚𝗏, because 𝗕𝗚𝗏 now is starting to come to life, and on the high time frame is looking really good. So if you have a look here, not only has it shattered, you know, the two moving averages, it's also retested really strong. And for me, 𝗕𝗚𝗏 is making its way strong towards the $20 mark. Now, there is another area of where it can get after, which is around about the 22, and then we have one more at around $30. But we'll take the $18 to $20 as TP1 first, as it is only sitting at $12 as we speak. And we're starting to see volume come in as well at the moment. Now, these are all spot trades, guys, not leverage trades. I'll give you guys my view on a leverage trade now shortly. These are all spot trades. Don't get caught up on leverage with all of these at the moment, because they have moved 10% in the last day. They have moved a couple percent. So leverage will just play around and really hurt you. You got to be really strict when it comes to leverage. Now, let's speak about this one over here, which I think still has strong legs, which is Atom. So Atom not only has broken this trend and started to form a cup and handle, which is good. And you can see it over here quite clearly, where we've made full the cup, busy with the handle. And when you have the handle, you basically form this cup. Then it comes like this, and it forms this wedge over here, like the flag, right? And the break of that flag is when you're looking at the next momentum move. But either way, it's forming a strong bullish pattern. Now, Atom, Cosmos, for me, we know fundamentally is really good. But what I'm seeing over here is it has two more tight resistances pretty near. We're getting a golden cross, which should start bringing some good FOMO into it too. But basically from here, slowly grind up and then finally pop to the higher levels of around about the 22 to the 24. So Cosmos is another one that is looking pretty good and still slightly earlyish compared to the rest of the markets. And you can see where Cosmos has obviously come from. all the way down. And this is looking really good to finally go test these major resistances and these areas over here. I'm actually going to just go through the whole list, guys, so that we can speak about it. I'm calling it again, VET, early, only just retested 200-day moving average now. You know, broke trend, looking beautiful at the moment, and I'm seeing VET go towards around 33 cents as the first, and then we got 45 cents as the next. So remember, I'm extremely strong on buys right now with these coins, but within a few days, I'm going to be seriously strong on TPing, and I want to make sure I keep this whole list so we can keep track of all of them. But VET is one of the next strong ones that are looking good. I see I did open a small AVAX. If you're looking for a trade, I'll give you a stop loss for them too. Just put your stop losses, you know, you can decide. I'm just going to show you where's the danger areas. I've taken a small trade on AVAX at the moment because on the 4 hour, it is now breaking, and I'm expecting AVAX to at least go test the highs. So I'm looking at a 10% small move on AVAX. And I have taken this on a slightly higher leverage. Keep leverage very low, guys. I do have a stop loss around the $20 mark, you know, as a stop loss. So I'm just keeping you guys aware of the short-term trades that I'm taking. So if I show you over here, I do have it on the 4 hour because we took one with school last night. Anyone that was in school last night, we had a slight stoppage. So let's make sure that we catch it strong. But if you look here at AVAX, you can see why I'm taking the trade. It's a really nice tight stop loss. It's just broke trend, really good. And I'm looking at just TPing near the previous highs over here on AVAX. So for any short-term trades, guys, keep it tidy with leverage and stuff like that. Don't chase these coins. These coins will all hurt you, you know, if you're trading that stuff. Me, I just want smaller movers, more consistent when it comes to those leverage trades. Let's go through quickly. Solana, still far for me, still TP areas. Let's go to DOT. So DOT for me is a buy. Spot, it's a buy. It just tested beautifully in our 200-day moving average yesterday, fantastically. It held support trend, amazing. And it's now starting to break a 4 hour trend to the upside. And I'm seeing DOT make its way between $9 and $10. So DOT is another big one that I'm looking at, another 30-40% mover. If they get through the next one, these entries are gonna make you a lot of money. Like, they're gonna do really well because the next areas are just crazy on where these tokens can get to. We're focusing on the first one, but we never know. We never know. We are aware of these gaps. So if we get there, we'll start prepping for some TPs. And if it shatters it, you know, we'll end up holding a bit longer for the next crazy moves. But DOT's definitely one of the stronger ones. I see MATIC strong, not a buy right now, but hold it, guys. If you're a MATIC holder, it looks really good. Theta, buy. Dollar cost in this area right now, buy. For me, it's a buy. Like, it tested 200-day perfect yesterday. It's about to break the high, and I'm still seeing Theta go to 1.7, if not $2. So that's looking really good. Cardano at the moment, no, not a buy for me. Phantom, no, not a buy. Nakamoto, guys, who's our Nakamoto fans here? You know, I got it in these areas over here. The whole community, we got Nakamoto. And all of a sudden, look at it. It's looking insane. Strong daily candle again. Let's see, guys. There's a lot of resistance here at 36, 40 cents. If it gets through that, 60, 70 cents. It's not a buy for anyone, but we all bought it early. But keep holding. This might turn into a nice little 10, 12x, you know, within 3 months. We got it. So that was a really good one. DYDX, I spoke about yesterday, about coming down and testing this as support again, and it's done it beautifully. And now it's looking strong again. It actually looks like it's breaking another 4 hour wedge to the upside. So maybe some short-term trades here, sure. But if you took TPs on it, guys, hold out. We'll get some better entries. But realistically, DYDX might go to the next resistance at $4 to 4.5. So DYDX is flying at the moment. I spoke about not being too bullish on this yesterday, Chainlink. And today, it's obviously starting to show some strength. Chainlink now is not only creating a really good bullish engulfing candle, it did hold support yesterday. And for me, we have been waiting for Chainlink, waiting. I think if we get through this 200-day moving average now and we hold it, I think we're actually going to have a Chainlink move. And my targets for Chainlink is $9 to $10. So you can see I'm not thinking too far ahead. I'm just thinking at where this next pump can take us to. And Chainlink looks incredible right now as it speaks. The best way to trade this is to buy on this engulfing, right? I wouldn't buy it anywhere above 7.1, but I'd be putting that stop loss right over there. That's it. This is its time. If it's going to go now, it's going to go. And if it rips, it's one that's been lagging for a while. It's one that's been accumulating for a while. And we can see $10 really quickly when it comes to Chainlink. So stay focused on that. You can see I'm not going too DJ with the small caps because I don't trust it just yet. And I don't want anyone to get hurt out there with those. Aptos, I hope Run took profit on his move on that. Render, guys. So Render's hit my TPs. I spoke about them yesterday. I spoke about the TPs on Render at around $2 to $2.20, and it's hit it. So if you are a Render holder, it's up to you. There is one more target possibly at $3. But for me, Render is now tapped out. Don't try short it, guys. Don't try trade it. It will hurt you. We'll get the short at some point. Not right now, but I would start TPing, guys. Take money. Like you literally from the bottom here, you know, it's done a 5x. It's done 500% in that time. Which is looking good. The next one. So guys, people are going to ask me, which one should I trade? There's so many different tokens. Whichever one you see there and you're like, okay, it makes sense. I would put my stop loss here. Risk to reward is great. Like whichever one that you can see, I understand this trade. That's the one you trade. Okay. So the next one here is ApeCoin. Now, Ape for me is still one that's lagging and still one that's about to hit a golden cross. It holds support trend. And for me, it has another strong push that can take it to $7.5 to $8.5. And after that, we do have a $10 mark. So Ape is another one that we're extremely far behind at the moment and is looking strong. So I'm choosing good coins here, guys. They're not terrible, you know, fundamental coins, which is important. For those who are COTI, COTI has just retested 200-day moving average. And remember, the trend's your friend. The trend's your friend. We have a 4-hour break happening on COTI at the moment. So for me, I see COTI. The market wakes up today. I see COTI up here, and there's going to be no longer COTI buys. Where can this move take us from here? I'm seeing the same thing, sort of cup and handle sort of vibes. You know, giving us a nice little bullish pattern over there. But ideally, where can the COTI pump take us? Where can be the next momentum moves? You have the main resistance that it keeps rejecting at many times. So you have the first target, which is, you know, 25% from where we are now. And then after that, it starts to get to the interesting stages of 17 cents, 20 cents. So I think we will possibly look at taking early TPs. We'll see as it goes. Nice 25, 30% to there, but it's ready. It's one that when the market shows a little bit of bullishness, it's breaking trends. And that's sort of what you're looking for. You're looking for a token that has only just popped through 200-day moving average, only breaking high time frame structures now. And as soon as you see a little glimpse of bullishness from Bitcoin, you see this coin just break trends. Those are the ones you want. Those are the ones that are running out the gates quickly. So COTI is another one. Last calls on Scallop. After this, I think at some point we're going to break this resistance, and then there's no more buys. Small cap, tiny part of your portfolio. But for me, this is a 50x gem, something that's 2-year hold for me. And when it finally breaks through this resistance is when I see it fly. I see it go to the next strong target of 51 cents. And then we have 75 cents after that, you know, 2 to a 3x. In that time, I saw Near Protocol. I think Near is great to dollar cost right now. It's still far from the daily break though, but it is time to accumulate the token that hasn't moved just yet. This one, Decentraland, beautiful. Just came and tested. You want gaming. Gaming is going to rip. It's going to be strong. And I am seeing the two major targets. The first one's at 1.3. And the next target is here around 1.5. So a possible 100% are coming up with this. Remember, we're going to be putting all these stops into play. Make sure you go to Discord after this and you go see all my charts so you can get all the stop losses. Put your stop losses in. We're going to be bullish when the market's bullish. But put your stop loss in case Powell comes out at any points and ruins our damn markets. Protect yourself at all different times. Make sure you do have a stop loss. And if you took the trade on a high time frame, put your stop loss on the high time frame. Give it some room. You know, don't have it right there. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting stopped out. Very important to understand. We have immutable X, not a buy, but it looks like it's making its way to 1.2, which is looking really, really, really good. Algo, I don't know, something's telling me Algo is looking incredibly strong. Injective protocol on an absolute roll right now. Dogecoin, nothing. What's happening, Doge? I see we had 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕 also going crazy. I'm not buying that crap. XRP on 200-day right now. Something's telling me slightly a little bit of a momentum might happen with XRP, maybe. So be patient with this trend. It is closing above 200-day moving average. And if it does break this trend, we could be seeing a nice strong XRP pump, possibly. How strong? 55, 60 cents, could make you some strong money. I saw chilies. So if you are a simple trader, if this holds, this might be a nice short-term trade for you. It is risky though. It's just moved a lot. So don't be surprised if you do get stopped out or it does annoy you. But this is interesting to see how big we got this spike. And right now it's on support right now. If it holds this, this could be a nice, strong bullish flag. And if we look at chilies over here on the high time frame, it is one that hasn't. It's not above 200-day. But it looks like it has some strong legs to the upside. So keep eye on chilies as well. Then we have Engine. So this is one that I was supposed to talk about earlier in the show. This is one of my favorite ones from today. Just because it's right by 200-day, it's broken trends and it's looking really good. And for me, I'm looking at 60 to 65% on my next trade on Engine. So it looks really good. I'm basically expecting it to come and test this horizontal over here, in this area over there, in this resistance area over here. So Engine is another big one that I'm expecting a nice strong momentum move to. Guys, what do you want? Pop in the comments. The lady is always right. Tell me what you're right about. Tell me. PBX is good, guys. I'm just not speaking about it because I don't want people to buy it right now. PBX is good. It's a hold. The buys might come down over here, but no buy for me on PBX right now. Hold it. It looks strong. It's so early. We're going to get a golden cross now. We're going to be smiling with PBX. PBX is a big one. I spoke about RUNE, guys. Go back. Oh, let's speak about AI. Let's speak about what is going on. Guys, who's in AI? Please pop in the comments. Did you get in? Singularity. Ooh. That's crazy. It's 10x from the beginning of the year. Look at this. And very near breaking all-time high. This is crazy. Now, what Run said yesterday was true. They don't have crazy fundamentals. They're not insane businesses. They're not. But the hype's here. This is like the NFT run. Remember the NFT run? I spoke about this morning. I think I spent, 200 Ethereum. 200 Ethereum I spent on JPEGs. When the 200 Ethereum I spent on JPEGs when the NFTs came into play, and it's sort of what's happening here, guys. We're just getting a crazy FOMO. If you've made money, well done, incredibly well done. But this is insane. It might break all-time high, and then it'll be quite crazy. It's crazy how I actually gave this a while ago, and it did really well. We have Fetch. Boom. Oh, there's the resistance. Sniper resistance over here. Amazing. It does have some further targets. Possibly. It's not a buy. It's definitely not a buy, but maybe I would at least take, because you're up 500%, I would take my initial capital plus 2 times what I put in, and I'd leave the rest for possibly a little bit more. But I'll definitely take some profits here on Fetch. Wow, that's crazy. Look at them. It's crazy what FOMO this market can give you. It just makes you want to what is going on? It's crazy how these AI tokens are just exploding right now. Matrix looking incredibly strong. It may even ride all the way to this resistance. We have 2 resistances here. This one here, which is another 70% of where it is now. And then a possible 3x from here. Guys, it's risk to reward. It's terrible to buy this. Terrible. Because you have the chance of losing 86% of your money versus making 100%. So it's 50-50. It's red or black. It's casino. It's definitely the casino. What else do you guys want over here? Mr. Gates is going on. Yeah, it's very true. Gala Games. I don't know if I spoke about Lado's run. I missed it. So let's speak about Lado. Let's actually see how the chart's looking. So another coin that just keeps ripping when the market just turns bullish. And it's not crazy. It's only just got a cross line the MAs now, but it's not too, crazy of what it's done compared to the rest. It has done really well. It is obviously slightly risky from coming from 90 cents. You have to protect yourself within these. But right now, like maybe some sort of cup and handle if it breaks there. I wouldn't buy it, but LIDO holders hold strong because this could go good. And if you take a fib, this is just like a fib technique just to teach you. You add in where's my 1618? Okay, I only have 2618 here, but let's see what that shows us. Ooh, 2618 shows us up to 645. That means the 1618 will probably be around about 425, which could possibly be the next push. So you can use your fibs to try predict where it can go with its all-time highs. But if it breaks this previous high over here, you could be running on something that goes up to $3.5 to $4. So LIDO definitely a good one. Everyone's talking about VRA. Let's look at RA. Oh, this is good. So something like this, I wouldn't be afraid to slightly dip my toes in, but obviously what it's done, tiny part of my portfolio, really small. Like, guys, now's not the time to go full risk crazy. You're gonna get wrecked. Like, the market's gonna turn at some point, and don't get too crazy with that. But it has done a support resistance flip. So I put a slight bit of capital in this area over here with a stop loss under the previous daily candle, which is 10%. So you need to be willing to risk 10% of your capital. And after this, it looks pretty interesting. We just got a golden cross. We have one more resistance, which is here, which is round about a 55%. And after that, we have, doubling your money. So maybe dip your slide toes. It looks strong. If you have RA, like, I'd be holding it. It looks really good. I would be putting some stop losses 10, 11% lower than where it is now. I would definitely got into you're staking your cake. Amazing. Yeah, spoke about render, Moon River, dollar cost into Moon River, guys. One day you'll understand why. Looking really good. Amazing. Let's go into Ocean. Oh, you guys are getting so DJing. Is this all the coins that you guys are trading? Look at the chat right now. You DJs, like ultimate DJs. Oh, Ocean's done incredibly well. It's running with AI, but it is getting to a point. Definitely no buys. Slight, against areas of TPing out of the market. You guys are such DJs, guys. I can't go too crazy yet. Let's first get the Bitcoin. Let's close Bitcoin out today, and then we can get DJing. You guys are DJs, like crazy DJs. Guys, smash a like, smash a subscribe. Join Sniper School. I've given you calls now. Go look at the show updates. Most of them under yesterday's daily to 2 days ago. I'll be putting stop losses on a lot of my portfolio, guys. Put stop losses. I'm telling you, we can have a crazy wick at any point. We can have a deadly candle at any point. But right now, we're looking strong. Let's trade it. Let's get it. Take profits on the crazy ones you've made money on. Algo, RUNE, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗫. Those come to mind. Those are my favorites right now. I'll see you all on tomorrow's show. Much love. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon.